buff and Jason a lot.
Did we buff Jason?
A little bit.
A little bit. Tiny bit.
So I guess we'll start with Variation 1 Slasher. His back one was sped up a little bit, and the hitbox was increased. You can see it can hit. It's like a 9-frame move now, and it can hit from pretty far back.
Yeah, it'll make it harder to low profile that thing. Some people are actually able to low profile it. It'll also give you a way to fight back against people that are. It's a faster poke. It's a way faster poke.
The machete toss also has shaved off some recovery, both the regular and EX, which will help him in zoning. It's already a really damaging projectile, so now it recovers a little bit faster.
Yeah, but it's not like crazy amount faster. It's a few frames shaved off.
Yeah. As well as across the board, a lot of his down moves, his uppercut, his down 1, and his down 4 are all quite a bit faster. I think that's it for Slasher, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was general like hitbox improvements all over the place for a lot of characters.
Yeah.
But Slasher got a decent amount.
Yeah, his down 1 is faster, his uppercut is significantly faster, his down 4 got sped up, and that'll again help him, like Paulo said, against people that kind of around the mid-range, low profile him really easily. Then in the other two, his back 1-2-2 reaction changed a little bit. It's easier for him to combo. He doesn't have to use stamina anymore. He doesn't have to do a quick run. It's true. Even you can do those combos now.
I don't believe
Oh man, I want to play Jason so bad, but I can't do run combos.
Well, you don't have to do a run anymore.
I can just do that?
Yeah, you can just do that.
Can I whiff the
Because they
throw
have some different combos you can do now,
Right.
where you can do that move, actually run up a little bit, duck up, and do a neutral jump punch. So there are harder combos you can do now, as opposed to just the basic one.
I'm good.
His bear hug has a really cool change in EX. He can actually control which way he's throwing them. So if you're cornered, you can hold forward, and it'll keep them cornered. Before, Jason kind of had a flaw where his up-close game is pretty good with the command grab, but he would ultimately throw them away from the corner. Now you don't have to worry about that. That's EX only, but that's really strong. He has a buff. In Relentless, the more damage he takes, the better damage he does. That was slightly increased across the board, like at 40%. What are the numbers? 40, 30?
We'll have patch notes
Right.
some point this weekend, and those will list the actual numbers. But yeah, it was increased off the board with the amount of damage that he does, depending on the thresholds, how much life he has left.
The reaction on 444 was changed to have them pop up a little bit closer to him. So he can do pretty simple combos like choke, or even go into a command grab if he wants to do that. So that helps. Before, he was always knocked far away, and he can only do a combo in the corner. So that'll help him up close for sure.
I didn't even know about that one.
Yeah. And then his back 3 was increased. The hitbox of it was increased a little bit. And he has new extensions from it. Before, he only had the grab. And first off, the grab now will connect against a blocking opponent. So you can use it as like an automatic tick throw. And that's one of the exceptions we talked about. On hit, it'll combo still. And on block, it'll still work. And then he has 2 new extensions. He has down 1, which is a quick overhead, and up 1, which is a pop-up. So he can, again, that's another move he can use in that mid-range to beat people that are doing low pokes to try to keep him out.
I'm considering going back to Jason.
And
So
another
this will
one.
be your 30th? New
Yeah, this is me.
Yeah.
Or is it an old main, new main thing?
New main.
Oh, no, it's an old main, new main.
Old main, new main. You're right. I played him for a week.
Yes, he did.
Then his 4-3 big leg is now a little bit more advantage on block, and that's something that's kind of across the board on kind of big boot, big leg style moves that we'll be going back to, but he's the first one we're talking about that has that. And I think that's it for Relentless.
Pretty good stuff.
Yeah, that's good. So then Unstoppable, we did a few things with his buffs.
Oh, do tell more.
I've dealt with this a lot.
Yes, the damage buff and the healing buff both last longer, and they do a little bit more. The damage buff now will actually break armor. So if Kenshi does an armor attack, I will let you actually do the armor attack. Yeah, you'll see. It'll actually break the armor, and then you get a big combo. And the healing one will actually build him super meter while it's active. He gets health and super meter. I would say if you let the whole thing go, he gets maybe 25% of a bar or so. The EX one does not build a bar since you have to use a bar, but he gets a decent amount more health. He gets plus 30 every tick instead of, I think it's plus 25 normally. So you can choose to use a bar to get a pretty decent amount of more health, or you can stick with the regular and get bar and health. So, or you can even use the regular, get a little bit health, a little bit bar, to then do EX to get even more health.
Gotcha.
I think that's it for Jason.
Now, just a general note about today's show. We probably won't say every single thing that's involved in some of these characters. We'll be patch notes. They're pretty lengthy. We're going to try to get them out early next week. We'll get them to you. But, keep in mind there'll be other small, frame stuff that, you'll be able to read about your favorite character that might not be enough to talk about now.
Yeah, there's also some bug fixes that we're not going to mention here that got fixed. There are more bug fixes than gameplay fixes, but they can have an effect on gameplay that you guys can check out later.
Yeah, and a lot of that goes into the new enhanced online because a lot of the back end of the game and a lot of the characters that essentially be recoded to work with the rollback system. So because of that, we went and fixed some general fixes here and there, and some moves slightly behave differently because they were recoded for the new
Gotcha.
rollback code.
Well, we got Kenshi on the screen.